Hey, are you finally gonna do the? I mean, we've kind of been waiting for this for a while.
I've been carrying the Ouija board in my car for the past couple of months.
Like, are you finally gonna do that on the podcast?
Been in my car, and I've had nothing but bad luck.
No way.
I had that shit.
Fuck, he's here, man. You for reals?
Nah, I'm just fucking with you. Ya me tocaba.
Fuck, imagine.
No, but I had it in there for a minute.
Imagine that fucking roof just falls right now on you, like. Fuck.
You're like right underneath that fucking hole where like it leads up to the second floor, man.
Hey, but because I think people were kind of waiting on that in the other podcast for so long that because even I was like, when are they gonna do this? You know.
I mean, I'll do it. I just gotta get a Patreon going. You know, like.
Hey guys, welcome back to another parallel discussion. I'm here as with my co-host,
Turkey.
Hey, how you doing, Turkey?
I've been pretty good, man.
We've been in
my. A little sparkle in your eye.
I'm just I'm excited. We have a guest.
Hey, introduce our guest.
All right. So I thought hurricane season was over. Apparently we're not. Welcome. Introduce yourself. And actually, you know what?
What the fuck? Introduce yourself?
Well, actually, you know what it is. No, it's because you know what it is that you used to be in a former podcast.
California, right here. So
come on, just say his name.
I introduced myself as like, this is Frank from Two Mix with Mike. Formerly, it's just been deprecated. The corporate talk that's just no longer there. I'm moving over to a new project that I've been working on. It's called The Dead Letter. You might see it out there on IG. For the most part, it's like, I think it's really good, but it's like some of you guys might be that cringy envelope with a waxy on there, but it's called The Dead Letter as well. I'll be talking about my
the dead letter, right?
A dead letter.
A dead letter.
A dead letter, like whatever you English, semantics, grammatics, or all this good stuff, you know.
Uh-huh.
But it's out there. Add it. Be looking out for that first episode. It's gonna be coming out soon. I know I got a bunch of these guys hounding me for it because I haven't released it yet, but it's like, it takes a minute. I'm a busy man.
Yeah,
it takes time.
You're a busy man. So busy that he came and actually found time to come hang out with the foos.
Hey, just know that greatness takes time.
Well,
Puro pistear.
it's good to hear your voice back on a headset.
Man, it's been a while, dude.
Besides, I know that Two Mexican, One Mic, and working out.
Deprecated,
but
the corporate targets.
No, but I mean, it's good to hear your voice again and starting new beginnings. And what made you start this new podcast? How do you feel about it? A new start.
So
hold on, I thought your question was still going.
Yeah, I know that.
Like, it's one of those questions.
Hey, he does not know how to end a question. Dude.
It's because that's. I mean, I
was waiting for him to ask him, but he was like scratching his head.
It looked like he wanted to jump in already, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop myself there.
I didn't want to give you that awkward rant where you keep going on, like 'cause we all go through that shit.
Yeah.
But essentially, like I've been wanting to do like. A type of podcast like this is nothing but paranormal stories. Obviously, I couldn't do that in Two Mix with Mike because HR and upper management. It wasn't my podcast.
In a way, it's pretty much a little bit of your podcast too. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I tried giving my shit in there, but
that podcast was like the Wild West, right? It was a little bit of everything.
It was a little bit of
the Wild West.
We had a good mixture in there, but like I feel like we just needed more structure.
It's pretty much a parallel boys without the boys.
Yeah.
The parallel females.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm gonna get canceled again.
Hating. I was like, but yeah, so then it's like I always want to start my own paranormal podcast because I love listening to those and I have a shitload of stories to tell, and then throughout my work history, like I just meet a bunch of people and I start talking about that shit and these fools just open up. So like I have a lot of stories. And I've noticed, I think when I was, just to give a quick sneak peek, it's like when I was recording the first episode, I was like, fuck, I have a lot of stories to tell to just fit into like one episode. But I try to keep it to like something that's manageable for the most part. But yeah, you'll hear my voice back on there soon. Hopefully not too bad because like fuck, reading some of this shit was hard as fuck.
Oh, because nobody knows how to write, or what?
Nah.
Wait, so you okay? So tell us, because you were telling us off air that you were
So
that technically people will send you.
yeah. So the structure is like either people send me their stories and I read them off on there, but half the time it's like I'm pretty drunk.
Like now.
Yeah, like right now. So it's
it,
like,
it gives it a little edge. You know?
it does. It's like it adds some fire to it,
Yeah.
some spice.
Mhm.
So like sometimes what I've learned is I probably should go through some of these stories and probably fix them up.
I think I have to go through therapy after these stories.
Nah, I'm good. No therapy right here, like A1 right here. But it's like, yeah. So I just got to read them out, and sometimes it takes a couple of times because either I'm laughing or it's just interesting. Some of these stories are pretty good.
Because I remember when on Tour Mexicans one mic, no one really wanted to read out loud like your emails.
Yeah, nobody wanted to like.
Dude,
they would either give them to me to read or something.
Dude, the fact that you guys got emails, we haven't even got one.
Well, I mean, at least I stopped checking the emails because I'm like, we're not getting emails.
We're not getting.
By the way, if you want to email us, email us at aparalleldiscussion.pod.
Never got an email.
.ask@gmail.com.
We should just change it to never got an email at gmail.com.
That's crazy. I don't know. It's probably because either
Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably what it is.
And it takes time. It's a fucking email. Who the fuck wants to write an email?
Well, you'd be surprised.
I
like,
think we're better off with DMs.
Yeah, DMs is better.
do you guys get DMs on IG?
None.
None.
No one
That's the same shit.
no one interacts
So-
with us.
So
I'm opening this window, guys. I'm
to,
sorry.
to give you more like in depth on it, like man, we would get DMs and we would get emails on this shit, But it all depends on how much you guys promote the podcast to people and how much.
Yeah, we
they're
don't
willing to
promote it at
invest.
all. I think once in a while, Lalo throws in like a
Yeah.
story there, but
No, no promote it, but like these things are gonna get spread
Yeah.
by word of mouth.
yeah, that's kind of we
what-
kind of noticed. You know,
Yeah.
like people's friends.
That's
come
how
in
I
there.
got it. Like I would always tell either force it down my homies' throats or whatever the fuck,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
we wouldn't force it down our throats.
I have to,
Um,
dog. It's just what it is. They're gonna learn to love me.
it's like that. Have you seen that meme? Like, oh, how come you haven't gotten famous from doing this? Like, well, when was the last time you shared my shit?
Exactly. What was that shit?
Wow.
So that's the thing. Like you have to remember. Like you have to tell these fools to share that shit. And what I learned is like when I was
what people don't know, he's showing us his Glock right now when he's saying that.
yeah, exactly.
He's fucking.
Like, you have to
he's
tell him,
cocking,
like, hey.
he's cocking it right now. Like, hey, you
You
gotta
gotta-
show people that shit.
you gotta show it. You gotta
Ma-
make them share it.
I think if anything, we didn't want to invite you. You just kind of showed up today, and we're like, "Fuck, he wants to promote."
Hey,
his shit.
the best guests.
I'm just
Hey,
kidding,
the
guys.
best guests always invite themselves, right?
Yeah,
So,
well, I kind of just wanted to post up and drink, but fucking
yeah.
I'm just kidding, dude.
Lalo,
No, actually,
Lalo out here exposing me, trying to use my fame.
no, we're so glad to have you on the studio, dude. Like on the Parallel Boy Studio.
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed our rooftop.
That's
our
actually
roof
oh,
seat.
damn, that was loud. Someone, I'm sorry, I had a. Have you
Nah,
guys
you're
hear?
good. I think I almost hit some kid trying to park over here. or
Oh,
something
really?
like that. So like I think that's when I told you, it's like, is it by a park? Because I pulled into some
No.
kind of driveway. Some little girl was crying. And I was
No,
gonna tell
'cause-
her like, hey, you stupid bitch, go kick it with your family. What the fuck are
No,
you
but
doing?
like,
It's Easter, man.
It's Easter.
because
like-
when he said park, there's no park around there. The only park
one
is
down
all the way
All the way in
down
the
there.
corner. Oh, that's not a park, dude. That's a cemetery.
Same
that's a
shit. It's a park,
cemetery,
dog. Cemetery parks.
Hey, hey, one for the dead homies though.
Yeah, one for the
Yeah,
homies.
Cheers.
For Satan, homie.
Well,
But
it's good to
yeah,
have you on this part of Neck of the Woods, man.
appreciate it.
I
Hey,
think
going back to that. Oh, I'm sorry. Go for it.
I'm going.
Going back to your podcast, you're gonna keep it 2 to 3 stories in the episode, or just one? You're
No,
gonna stick to
I
one?
think it just like from what I can remember is like some, just depending on the length, but they're anywhere from like 3 to 5 or 6 stories. It just depends. So like I guess she gave some preview. Like maybe the first episode is like about ghosts, where I talk about stuff that happened to me when rented a ghost, or what people told me what they thought were ghosts. And that might be like anywhere from 5 or 6 stories. I don't remember too much,
Mhm.
but it's around there. And then like there might be like some special episodes where I only have like 4 or 5 stories,
Mhm.
only because they're really like long in themselves. But they're up there. Like it's for me. Like you just what I came to understand is like the average
Sorry, this is
the average
Fucking
listener.
Francisco and me are sweaty right now.
Yeah,
dude.
no, hold on. Just continue. I'll be back.
Yeah, the average listener is probably just gonna listen to like a podcast for like at most 15 to 20 minutes. They might not even get listened to.
Dude,
it for the
I
whole
think
full
you'll
month.
be surprised, dude. Because
Yeah.
for us, like, again, we're trying to find our sweet spot, and we kind of exaggerated at first. We're kind of going like 2 hours, almost 3
Don't.
hours. It was fucking exaggerated.
Split that shit.
And then I think once we started finding a sweet spot like around 1 hour, that's kind of when like we got more listeners. But and then because we keep fucking going in and out of doing episodes, we kind of just really dipped in this last part. But I think, dude, I think you have something there. 30 minutes is fine.
Yeah, 30 minutes is fine. I would say anywhere from 30 to 45 is probably your best bet because they're not going to like go through all that stuff, or like it's not they're not going to, but they won't do it in one sitting. Like if only because like when you use those podcast analytics, they really don't tell you like when they listen and when they dip out.
And plus, if you start short like you are right now, that is kind of funny to say. But if people are like are really invested, they'll probably ask you for more stories like in one episode. You know, so you could like you kind of could adjust to like the feedback a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that's why.
How fucking dare you fucking get up and just take a piss like that without finishing your goddamn sentence?
Apologies.
First, Lalo can't even finish his question. Now you can't finish your goddamn sentences.
I've been drinking and driving all day.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he had a chauffeur. He had a chauffeur.
Yeah, chauffeur.
He had a chauffeur.
He's outside. He's outside waiting.
But but going back to it, like you kind of have to find your sweet spot. And then what I noticed, at least in my niche or the little group I'm trying to aim for, most of their podcasts are anywhere from like 10 to 20 minutes long. You know?
Oh, that's cool.
And some of them, some of the up there ones are probably like an hour long. But those are like, they'll tell stories and there's like a back and forth dialogue. They'll be like 2-3 hours, but like, I'm not trying to do that shit.
So technically your podcast will be over right now.
Yeah.
It's already 10 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much like 10 to 20 minutes should be the main thing, you know? Like, I am trying to be the guy that's going to get you from home to work and then back or something.
Yeah, he's the Uber. Who's
I mean, in LA,
Uber driver of podcasts.
And in LA is like 10-minute drives are not existent right now.
Not really. You can go to the store in less than 10 minutes.
Like to the store, but you
just walk into the store. Yeah, like well, at least for me, I don't know how far you guys live from that shit. Like,
I was pretty far.
It's down a block.
Our store is pretty much about.
Did you got like Super 8 down the street or something?
No, the store's right here.
There's little mom and pop stores that we go to. I mean, some are good, some are not bad. But yeah. So you're reading stories, you're reading people's stories out loud now. I mean, because you started, right? You're about to drop out a couple episodes. So who's your audience right now? Like you already had audience from like your
right now,
no, not that. Like who has been sending you? Because you just started up. So like, where do you start? Like,
so like I said, so when you try to you got to find your niche group. Like, essentially, you either go to the same how do you say podcast that you want to aim at. So it's always people like if you have in your example, like if you have an open mic podcast that's like we talk about everything, and you want to start your own open mic podcast, you will start aiming after that group, right?
Yeah.
So you start popping it in there. You know, after a while, you get a couple little bites here and there. Obviously, I haven't promoted it too much, but for the most part, like my audience is it's mostly like my close friends for the most part. You know.
Yeah. Okay. So you started with close friends. Yeah.
I started doing. I started going to like Facebook groups and asking like who are their favorite podcasters and why they like them. Just trying to get some feedback.
That's good. That's some fucking. What's it called? The A&R. That's part of the marketing, right?
Probably.
Am I saying that wrong?
I don't know what A&R is, but it might be.
maybe the wrong AR.
Audience and so
as PR.
Resurrect
PR.
But yeah, like I go on there and I ask them what they like or what they dislike about a podcast or their favorite podcast, depending if it's paranormal. But I try to contribute more to that group so I don't get banned. So then later on when I start promoting my bullshit, so people could like it on there.
What do you mean by banned? Is there certain things you can't do in the paranormal podcast? Or?
No, it's only because like so when you start going to those groups or those Facebook groups, they tell you like you're more you got to contribute more than you got to self promote. So if you just go in there self promoting, you get banned. So if you start
going in there, if you start going in there and start making it.
I thought you meant like there was like red flags for like words you say on podcasts.
No. So like, let's say if I join this group, and the first thing I do is like, hey, go follow my podcast. I'll get banned.
It's kind of
like I gotta go story tell you guys and be like, hey, go join my.
It's kind of like Reddit. If your answer doesn't comply with the question or whatever, it gets deleted or something.
Yeah. Same shit. Everybody has their own standards. Policies of like whatever word compliance and bullshit, but that's what it is.
Hey, who was like the? Okay, tell us maybe a paranormal shit that has happened to you. And I know you had so many. You could probably just like kind of give us one example. And I think we shared one last time, didn't we? When we had but now we have you as that letter, so you're not.
Yeah. Hey, are you finally gonna do the? I mean, we've kind of been waiting for
So
this for a while.
I've been carrying the Ouija board in my
Yeah.
car for the past couple of months.
Like, are you finally gonna do that on the
shit's been in
podcast?
my car, and I've had nothing but bad luck.
No
'Cause I
way.
had that shit.
Fuck,
In
he's
Nah,
here, man.
you for reals?
Nah, I'm just fucking with you. Ya me tocaba.
Fuck, imagine.
No, but I had it in there for a minute.
Imagine that fucking roof just falls right now on you. Like, fuck.
You're like right underneath that fucking hole where like it leads up to the second floor, man.
Hey, but because I think people were kind of waiting on that in the other podcast for so long that because even I was like, when are they gonna do this? You know?
I mean, I'll do it. I just gotta get a Patreon going, you know, like that's what I'm gonna do. Like, but yeah, I've had the Ouija board in my car for like.
So you did end up buying it because I remember
Yeah, I
you
bought
said
it.
you
It's in my
forgot.
car. It's in my car. I have it in my car. You want to play it right now? I'll whip it out right now.
Hell no.
Why not?
Keep that in your
shit
car.
That shit ain't real.
Keep that in your car.
juju out of here, though.
Keep that
That
in your
shit
car.
is not real. You guys are fine.
Nah, we good.
Nah. Not what I saw on the Disney Channel.
They don't have shit of this.
It's like that magic wand. They do like this is the Disney Channel.
With the fucking Mickey
one
Mouse
thing
ears.
that I mean, it might be the same shit, but another one that I've been finding into is like, you guys believe in La Santa Muerte?
Oh yeah,
That's
the saints that they pray for in the cartels.
Yeah, the cartels are one of the people that usually play for them. For safe travels or passes. with the
Apparently, they
companies.
have like OG cartel leaders as saints now too. Like OG, like way back in the day.
Oh, they
They're-
might. Like they just sign up anybody, but like the Holy Death has been their staple.
Yeah,
But it's not only them. It's I think a lot of polleros pray to her
and
too.
a lot of Santeria does that
Yeah.
too. Like,
I think you brought us Santeria because I have a Santeria story.
ooh,
Not
please.
for this episode. 'Cause not mine.
Oh, you don't practice
But
Santeria
when I- no,
in this
I don't.
podcast?
No.
Santeria is like the mixture with Catholicism with voodoo, right?
Voodoo, yeah. So some bullshit right there. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, like no. I mean, if you want me to tell you guys a personal story,
Just
I
give
got
us a freebie.
Give
you
us
know?
give
something
us
we
like,
don't have to pay for. you
maybe
know?
something you already like shared before.
Yeah, something you already
on every
kinda-
other
yeah.
podcast you've been. Well,
I guess I'll give you guys a freebie of when I saw a ghost boy.
oh, Ghost Boy.
Why a boy though?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm wearing. A Ghost Boy. Like, what,
yeah.
why do you have to
grab
be?
his pecker. It was a boy.
couldn't
That's what I
touch
saw. So this goes back to like I want to say maybe like I don't know, probably like the mid to late 90s. I was at my aunt's house. My aunt's house is around like Expo and maybe Normandy to give you guys.
Yeah,
a
you
context.
fucking straight out Dockster, huh? You're like,
Yeah,
that's her ass.
It's around that area. I don't want to give exactly the
Yeah.
house it's in there, but it's in that area
Yeah.
right there. It's an Expo in Normandy. And this encounter happened because I was waiting to use the restroom, right? So in the restroom, I'm standing in the doorway. To my left is the restroom. To my right is the living room. Behind me is a room. In front of me is another room. So I'm waiting there to use the restroom. And all of a sudden, this little boy comes out in front of me, right? I don't hear the door open or anything, but I don't think too much of it. This little boy is all in white, but he looks like my cousin who we're having a party for, right? And this motherfucker is supposed to be like maybe like 4, at most 5. He's like a young little piece of shit, you know?
Yeah.
And I reach up to him and I go like, "Hey man, what's up?" You know? And I try to say hi to him, and this fool just backs away, and I was like, "Oh, what the fuck? That's strange." So I reach out to him again, and I said like, "Hey man, what's up?" And again he backs away, and I was like, "Oh, that's fucking weird." So at that moment, I'm like thinking to myself, his mom walks in to the kitchen, which is on the right side of me, next to the living room. And I tell her, "Hey, you know, so-and-so's being weird." I just kind of say hi to him, and that fool's, you know, he's being weird. She's like, "Oh, no, I just want to go take this fool to go to sleep. He's not here." It's like, that's not true. I just saw this fool right here. He's right here. Like, what are you telling me? He's like, "No, I just took him to my house. He's over there sleeping." And I was like, the fuck? You know, that can't be it. So I look back, and the little kid is gone. The little motherfucker's gone.
Oh fuck.
And the only way this fool could go through is either he has to walk by me through her, or he has to go through the front door or the back door.
Oh, just
And
So
I
there's
hear
no way
shit.
around it.
Yeah, there's no way around
You
it.
have to
Like,
go.
he would have to either bump into me for this fool has to leave. So I'm like, whatever the fuck. I know. I'm like maybe like 8 or 9. I don't think too much of it. Fast forward to the early millennium, was like 2003, 2004. my cousin stays over at my house, and he's like, we start talking about this scary shit. He's like, let me tell you about the scary shit that happened at my house. And this cousin is that cousin that lives at that house. And he goes like, I woke up at like maybe at around 2 or 3 in the morning to go use the restroom to pee, and I'm waiting because my dad's in there. He's like, when all of a sudden this little boy pops out of nowhere from the front bedrooms, and he confuses him for the same cousin I did, and he goes up to say hi to him, and when he reaches out to say hi to him, his hand goes right through the boy, and he fucking runs back to his bed and goes.
Wait, did he have color or he just all pale?
So no, you said so. The reason why I said the kid in white is because the way I remember the kid is like he had color because the cousin I compared him to was like pinche morenito, puto, whatever. So he had color, but the reason why, como este pinche indio aquí. So the reason why I said that was mostly because the suit, he had like a white suit.
Oh.
And the reason I said that is because like remember I was asking him, there's other crazy shit that happened in that house that I tell in a dead letter. IG, go follow that shit. You know,
I would have been like, I would have if you had that white suit, I'd been like, damn, where the fuck are we going?
Yeah,
you know
so,
what I mean?
So that's the thing. So like, what I ended up coming into is like that house used to be a funeral home, most likely before it became an actual renting. Because the way it was broken up, it's weird. It has like 2 entrances, you know, like one into one room. Where it looks like it'd be a viewing of a dead body. And
Fuck.
So it's some shit like that. Like when I realized, that explains why we had this weird fucking divide. It was a fucking.
By the way, I think that should be against the law, right? You gotta tell people what the fuck a place was before you fucking rent it or buy it.
That's
right?
the thing, though.
It
like,
depends on the state and county now.
Because in California, if you ask, they have to tell you, right, by law.
Really?
I think they do.
I don't know. I'm gonna look.
I mean, I've never bought a house, so I don't know.
I don't know, but yeah, that.
But imagine
I wasn't present when the house was bought that I'm paying for.
But like the same thing goes on, like when like you stay at a hotel, like you're not gonna ask, hey, is anybody died?
Dude, the hotel. If you really think
usually
about
the
it,
hotel employees tell you.
Yeah, they're the ones just fucking talking shit because they're the ones who see this shit.
but if you think about it, hotel is like the most concentrated area to have like so many energy like that too, because you're getting so many like weird fucking energies in one place. Like,
yeah, so
like
many
one
people
room
coming in and out.
In one room, you could have like a fucking group of swingers. In another group, like, some guy is killing.
Swingers.
You know, so another room, like they're having like a ritual. In another room, someone's killing somebody. Like in the hotel, it's the most like concentrated area. That's why, like, I feel like most hotels are haunted.
Yeah. From what I've, according to my research that I've done, like a lot of these encounters happen in hotels. Like they're heavily impacted by these.
But it's almost like an attraction of energy, like that's like that. It's like a weird spot for that energy to be attracted. It's like the forest in Japan. You know how everybody goes there and just commits suicide?
Suicide forest.
Yeah.
Oh, was it suicide forest? What the fuck?
Yeah.
I think I gotta go.
Hey, but I have a little theory about your cousin.
All right. Gay.
What it? yeah. That's the first one for sure. But okay. So I'm going back to the story you said. You said that your auntie said that she put him to sleep.
Yeah,
not literally. Like,
they really get chokehold. Put that little motherfucker. He didn't tap.
Like, they were playing wrestling.
She laid him down. She laid him down to sleep, and then later you saw him. So what I'm saying is, could he have been like astral projecting?
Damn. See that's another trippy shit that you brought that up.
Holy shit! Right?
It could be. It could be.
Maybe that motherfucker knows that astral project.
Yeah, maybe he does. But the thing that kind of, at least in my opinion, that kind of counteracts that shit is something else that happened to my uncle or to me in that house as well later on. Only because I know for sure there's some bullshit going on in that house. But no spoilers right here.
Until we continue.
You have to jump onto a dead letter.
Damn. Hey, can we put you on the spot? Like, do you have a date when you're gonna release your first episode, or?
Man, es cuando ya tengo hueva. I mean, I think it's. I want it to be the beginning of April because I think Bull Talk.
Wait,
we're in April.
Exactly. I wanted to.
Oh, you wanted to.
Okay. But it might be. May. It might be looking for like maybe mid-April to maybe like late April.
So like another week or two.
That's fine. Yeah, like another week or two.
Because I'm already up there. I have enough content to get me through like 1 or 2 months.
But you don't have like a solid date right now, like I want it on this day. No?
I wanted it to, but it's like it's too much bullshit right now that's going on.
Plus, I think it's good you avoided April 1st because April Fools.
Yeah, April Fools. I was very
It's kind of like jinxing your own podcast. You know?
So that's what I was thinking too. I was like, you know what? Let's not do it on this month of jokes. You know.
Yeah.
But because then it gives me more time to make some more shit. Because I had a couple more topics that I want to bring out and give out. Because like I'm telling you, like I realized I have so much. Like once I started like trying to label this shit, I have so much bullshit.
Is it mainly like hauntings, or you're gonna go into the occult and like shit like that? Or
So from what I have is probably like hauntings at my home, some encounters with like those mythical entities. And shit
like cryptids
that.
and stuff like that?
I mean, if you call like either dwarves,
Okay.
cryptids.
Like you saw the fucking Mexican president came out with that fucking photo.
Oh, yeah,
of
with
that
the-
fucking elf.
guys
With
like,
that bullshit. So yeah, but yeah, I do have an episode that's getting prepared with Los Duendes.
Oh, you should include that in there.
Hey, can I ask you something? Why is it that like the scariest shit happened in Mexico, but not in the States? Like most of the scariest.
Yeah, I told him that once. I was like,
Like, why is
it
that?
feels
Why is
more-
that?
it feels
They're
more-
more superstitious over there. Right here,
But-
we're more like, oh, it's probably some kind of fucked up light or something like that. It's probably some kind of faulty device or something.
It's
Over
weird
there,
because when you're in Mexico, it almost feels like a fantasy land. Like
Yeah.
like you're in your mind, you're like anything can happen out here. You know what I mean?
it's like the Wild West.
Yeah.
Because it's not as controlled as over here. Right here, it's regulated. And like I said, its technology is more available or more present in your everyday. Like over there is like, oh fuck, they got lighting here. I really hope they got plumbing. I gotta take a shit.
Fucking los tumbos that one.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly. The fucking,
Yeah, because I think most of like the stuff that I've encountered with like when it comes to paranormal has happened in Mexico, but I don't remember much to tell. I just remember something happened.
So what happened to you now that we're here?
they touch you or what?
I got manhandled by a ghost.
I believe it.
Hey, have you seen those videos on Instagram where
Oh,
apparently
those
people get turned over and
Oh,
then
yeah.
bent over and then like they're I don't know.
jack off to those.
I don't know. At first, like the first one I saw, it looked kind of legit, and I was like, "Damn, that's a fucking weird shit."
So I have a friend who doesn't talk to me anymore, but she's like she's into this video production. She's like 99% of those shits are fake.
Mm.
So that's why when it comes to those
makes
videos, one like and then. So when I started looking at it with that eye, and I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, but you're looking at it with an eye to look for fakes. You're gonna find fakes." Like, no, you can see reason why. There's somewhere you could tell it's a dude that did like an overlay of videos and stuff like that. It's a dude that did a string, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Well,
with
it
the-
goes
they
back
also
to
use
what I was
like
just telling you.
They also use like a green suit and then just
Yeah.
like VFX over it.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
So you think maybe the green suit guy was actually fucking her?
Yeah, some of those.
You need like a little green condom too, you know?
Yeah, some of those you could tell it's just like, all right.
Because the first one I kind of believe, but then I start seeing like a multiple of them, and I was like, all right, I'm not believing this.
Hey,
shit.
there might be a fucking ghost rapist out there, dude.
Or-
Who knows?
Remember that video I sent you where there's just like this guy that kind of looks like a turkey, and he's at his house, and then he sees like a shadow like kind of look over the door. Remember? You don't remember that
I
one?
remember. You sent me so much shit I don't even know.
Like, but like the shadow like was at the top of the door. Like if he would have been like really high or just floating up in the middle of nowhere. And then when he went into the room, there was nothing in there. You remember that one?
So those are the only ones that something's like to me is like I'm pretty sure there's a way to get it out there, but like those are the ones that like, man, that shit isn't surface level. Like there has to be some bullshit to it.
Yeah.
Like is
Which
that
one's the
shit
most
legit?
credible one I think you've seen to this day?
Oh man, to this day, it might be the one. I think it's I forget exactly where, but it's like where this dude's like looking over at some tree line, and what appears to be like a mist forming of a person walking, but it's like over like maybe frames or something.
It's almost like an interdimensional being or something.
Probably like it looks like the person is walking against the wind, and you can see when the wind kind of clashes with them and shit like that.
By the way, are you gonna kind of delve into that too, the UFO phenomenon and all that stuff, or are you just gonna keep it to like the hauntings for now?
I want to like I said, it's all about material because like for the most part, like the material that I have, it's almost everything but UFOs. I haven't been abducted and shit like that, you know.
At least you don't think you have.
I haven't.
Hey, he means by an alien, by the way.
I know, like I haven't encountered someone who's been like I've been abducted to tell the story, but for the most part, like I have encounters with like ghosts, demons, spirits, duendes, entities like Llorona and bullshit like that, or like like for the most part, like the basic shit or the main thing, yes, the Chato Negro, like I have shit like that, But when it comes to UFOs, I either gotta do my research or I gotta start talking to more people that are in that shit.
Hey, actually, kind of going further into that, like, do you think at one point, like, when your podcast starts fucking taking off, do you think you're gonna actually go to locations and do like kind of like a not a vlog? It's more like an examination of where you went and just kind of, you know what I mean, make it into like a video thing or
What
no?
do they call those? As like urban exploration or something.
Kind of, right? Is that too much?
No, I mean I would like
Or
to.
you
I don't know if
little
I'm gonna do a
bitch,
video.
you don't want to go.
No, I would go.
Because
but
right now,
like-
because we have the Queen Mary here, it's not that far from here. That would be a perfect spot to
that's
start.
One that I've been wanting to go for a minute. I told the motherfuckers from 2 Mics on Mic,
Yeah.
but these fools didn't
R.I.P.
wanna go.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Right?
R.I.P.
Not literally, not literally.
Not literally.
Yeah.
Because then they'll be haunting us right now.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the ghost
But,
you're encountering right now.
So there's that one, and then I think one of my
There's a
friends,
couple out in LA.
Yeah.
There's actually a coworker a long time told me that there's a hike that leads you to like a bridge. It's called the Bridge to Nowhere. I guess they were trying to make like a bunker during the World War II or something, and then apparently that place is like there's been like weird shit there.
I don't know. I don't know exactly what area that is, but I know that there's one of the Suicide Bridge over here by East LA.
Oh really?
I think there's another part in East Los. I forgot what canyon or something. It starts with a T. It's probably like Thromball or something. Tumball Canyon. There's more paranormal activity there. But
would you go during the day or at night?
both. I'll go during the day. and night.
Yeah.
According to my job, dude. According to my job.
According to my job.
According to my
Most
schedule.
likely it'll be at night.
Yeah.
I feel like I would go during the day. Fuck that shit.
No, I would go during the night because that's when you want to see the stuff. You get me. That's when the stuff is gonna happen.
Oh, there's that creepy museum in Vegas. The one where they have all the artifacts.
Oh, with one
What's
of
his
those
name?
dudes.
Yeah, it's that one guy.
So I was there. I mean, like,
Oh, so you've been there?
I didn't go to his museum, but I was in Vegas. But I probably wouldn't go to his stuff only because I feel like all his stuff comes from the validity comes from overproduced shows. You get me?
Oh, okay. And
so it's
movies
like,
too, right?
His movies. So
Yeah.
it's like, let me go find
He
my
has
own
that-
shit.
That one is called the Devil's Rocking Chair
Yeah, some
from The
bullshit.
Conjuring.
Yeah.
And then he has this box too that it was like a lost artifact from like the concentration camps. And then apparently it's super haunted and like it's fucking demonic or some shit.
Yeah. And then if you follow most of them, like most of the Ed and Lorraine Warren stuff,
Oh yeah.
they got debunked as being like
Frauds.
frauds. So it's like that's why stuff that comes from her is like, all right, let's skip it.
But they had various stories. I think at least some had to be like a little validity.
Maybe
to them.
some, maybe early on.
I'm not
some
saying
have
all of
validity,
them, but maybe
like
some.
early on before they got fame or something.
Yeah,
like,
I
right?
think
they got money hungry to like sensationalize the fuck out of this to get
like that Annabelle doll.
I mean, I don't know. It's questionable. Like
And then there's that other doll in Florida. It's like by an old what do you call it? It's like a fort. It's like an old army fort. You don't know? I forgot his name. No? Fuck it. I'm the only one here.
I feel like this should be like
Yeah.
your goals right now.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm
should
fucking
be, but
lost.
like I
Nah,
don't
but
do
he
all
won't
that.
be.
Yeah,
he won't be.
I got
I said
extension.
most of my paranormal personal stories.
I got extension one more year on this team. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I signed one more year.
Is there a sweet spot like that you like to like let's say you get like multiple stories, would there be one you look at and you'll be like, this is fake, like someone's making
Oh
it?
yeah, that's a good question. Like when people send you shit, are you gonna like call the bullshit meter? Like,
Well, I mean, I wouldn't call it bullshit meter like on the air when I'm putting an episode, but there's some you can tell.
no. But what I'm saying is like when you pick them, like to be on
yeah,
the
obviously,
episode,
like and it's funny only because like
I just picture you getting the letters, you're like, trash.
bullshit.
Bullshit.
yeah, that's pretty much like because there's somewhere you know it's like I mean damn well it might be like this shit's a little too over the top.
Because I think that would be like a detriment, right? Down like it's almost like how much of this is real. Also,
Yeah.
like, a lot of people want to get just their story read.
Yeah, but I mean, just like that letter. I'm not here to be like, hey, this shit is like. I'm not
Yeah.
here debating this shit. Telling you this is like legit.
Hey, you
this
should-
or something, But to my credible ability these were legit.
You should give it the quality, like, remember those morning. No, I think it was in the night. It was those Mexican talk shows.
La Mano Peluda.
Where they used to add effects
with
and shit like that.
right? With
Yeah,
El Cucuy.
I don't know if it was Cucuy, but it was Ramon Sanz.
That shit was
I don't remember who it
fucking.
is.
I remember
So,
listening to that. I was like,
that shit was
holy
legit.
shit.
No, that's the reason why I kind of want to do one of these, because these were cool. Like, you can listen to them, I'll tell you another one. It's because it was brief. And this one happened at work, and it's crazy because like this one kind of proved some of those how can you say, some kind of those horror fucking activities that happened. So my account manager comes into work one day, right, and he sees one of the maintenance dude just fucking shaking his head in the front of the building, right? He's like, that's fucking weird, right? So after he checks in, he goes, hey man, what's wrong? He's like, dude, I don't know what the fuck I saw today. He's like, I don't know if I got to get my check head or whatever the fuck or something. And he's like, well, what happened? He's like, oh, well, I was cleaning one of the restrooms over on the other side of the building. When I'm cleaning the men's restroom, when I see I think he said a small girl in the corner. And I was like, what the fuck is this little small girl doing in the restroom, right? And he's like, I go up to her and tell her, hey, you got to get out here because, it's a men's restroom. And when she turns around to look at me, she has no fucking face. And I look at her and I fucking freeze, right? And essentially, like, eventually after a couple of seconds, I'm able to get my mobility back, and I run out. And I go and I tell the other person I'm working with to come in with me to check. And she's like, no. But eventually we go in and check, and there's no one there. So he's like, dude, like, I don't know if I'm going crazy or, like, if I didn't get enough sleep or whatever the fuck. So he gives us a time, but he gives...
food.
Yeah, or food. But he gives us the time. He gives the details of, like, yes, I went in there and I saw her when I came out. Electricity, or at least the lighting of the building, was malfunctioning. You just see a flicker. So, me being kind of the skeptic, because I got to be an asshole even though I believe in this stuff. So I was like, all right, he gives us the time. And we look back at the video, and exactly when he goes in, he comes back out, like, shocked and scared. He's dropping everything. And the fucking lights in the warehouse just flicker. Fuck. They start flickering like bad, like. And this motherfucker goes straight to the girl who's working, and he tells her, hey man, look at this shit. So like the funny thing for me is, like, fuck, there is some legit effects to when people make movies of the light flickering that is associated with paranormal activity, because this motherfucker's like, I just saw a faceless little girl and the lights flickered, and when I reviewed his claim, the lights flickered in all the whole warehouse. That shit was going, So I know there's some shit to it,
But yeah, like, it's almost like going back to, like, trying to explain that, like, in the terms we understand, like, as, like, we want everything factual, like,
science.
Yeah, like, it does have to, like, almost have to do with energy, right? It's almost like there is some sort of energy there, right?
Some type of physics, energy,
exactly.
Like, I'm gonna take this one straight off from whatever my podcast that's soon to come out. The way
in a second,
we're gonna exclusive here. We're gonna exclusive.
So it's like, well, this is basic science. It's like, energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It's just transformed into form. So when we die, we leave whatever energy we were inside these bodies and become something new. That we are able to manifest and go around.
Yeah, that's why I want to be buried without a coffin. Because I want everybody to feast on me. You know what I mean? All those little fucking creatures.
I would like to be
the circle of life.
Yeah,
I put
what's
it
the fucking point of? You're gonna close your fucking body in a box with fucking pillows. Like, why the fuck do I want a pillow when I'm dead? I'm dead.
Well, I mean, eventually critters little things.
You know what I mean?
Well, I would go with, like, I wouldn't be like, don't bury me, put me in mausoleum. That way I could just walk out of my crib.
But your shit would be dope because you're fucking tall as fuck.
Yeah, put me straight up.
Like the show Mummies Alive. Remember that?
Yeah,
that's a fucking badass.
Dude, like, let me come through.
Remember
and
Street
like,
Sharks? Remember Street Sharks?
Street Sharks was the shit.
Fuck. Those used to be. They don't make shows like that anymore.
Classic. Well, the funny. That'd be another episode because I know some
another
shit.
exclusive.
Yeah, because
hey guys, this is the new podcast right here.
Well, because I think it was Street Sharks was like a money grab. Like, half of their episodes were just stupid shit to introduce new characters. That's all it was.
But even if it was still fucking
it was fire, right? It was fire
cool.
because we're fucking kids, and I was like,
and it was just so ridiculous. Yeah. Like, it was so fun, and like they don't make shows like that anymore.
Hey, What the fuck was the brown shark? I remember they had like a brown shark.
Oh, he was the hammer shark.
He was the brown was the hammer
yeah.
shark. Really?
I don't know why.
I thought they had a hammerhead
Yeah,
shark.
they needed to have they needed diversity.
Because
though,
I
bro.
know they had a killer whale that was a black
killer
one.
whale. He
but
used
it's
to be
like,
cool.
What the fuck?
The white shark. Remember the white shark?
That was the leader.
Yeah, the leader,
The
and then
great
the hammer
white.
shark. Yeah, the great white. Yeah. Fuck, man.
Hey, I'm sorry to get out of topic. You're a Power Ranger fan, right?
Hobbies.
Are you excited for the Forever?
Oh, the Power Rangers Once and Forever.
Yeah.
Where Lord Zed becomes a Power
Lord
Ranger.
Zed.
Yeah.
Oh,
That fool
but you
got
know
his
he was a
ass
Power
beat.
Ranger though. I mean, well,
He was like the first Power Ranger.
he was like one of the. He
One
was.
of
He
the
was.
first.
He
Early
was a
ones.
good. He was a good Power Ranger.
He was.
Apparently, to
I
like
think he was with Zordon, right? They were both.
Yeah, they were,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
somehow like he became
They
bad,
split,
and then they
yeah.
split.
It's always some bullshit like that, like
Yeah.
like the Magneto and Xavier, like I have a different
Yeah,
ideology
yeah.
for our stuff, you
Yeah.
know. But nah, that shit's pretty good because like what was that? Rita Repulsa came back as
Yeah, she's like
Mistress Bio or something.
Yeah, she's like
Where
a
she's
fucking
like
robot.
OP as fuck.
Yeah, I don't know.
She's a robot.
She looks like a robot.
Oh, I don't think she's a robot.
Well,
I
she
think
looks like
she
she's
just
like-
came OP.
Like she got like a new body or
She
something. I don't know what the fuck.
fucking killed Lord Zed or ripped. Did you know she ripped that face mask off of him?
Wait, when like a comic book? Or something?
Yeah, comic book.
Oh shit.
I thought that's why you brought it up.
No. I was never really into the comic. I've never really read a comic book in my life.
This motherfucker brings shit
This
up.
one doesn't
about
even
him.
read.
I don't
Right.
even read. I don't even read. This is why we don't got emails because I
Yeah,
don't
we
read.
don't fucking read. He only reads texts.
Buses and
So if you want to tell me something, you
The
gotta
only
text me.
reason he knows how to read is because of text.
Yeah.
That's the
only
tanks,
reason.
it's like-
I think the only reason why I still read is because of text. No, but are you excited for that?
Yeah, Superman looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
Superman?
It looks
Superman?
like he came back
far.
as a Red
Oh.
Ranger or something like that. Lord Zed.
I like how they're keeping the same colors. No, it's fine.
I like the whole.
Makes it easier for the.
I mean, according to this, like they're kind of bringing like Trini's like legacy back.
Oh yeah, so Trini was in there too. And I
Yeah,
think-
she's like, oh no, they killed my mom, but I think it's kind of a little too dark.
So they
you know?
blame Rita for killing her mom.
Yeah.
So like I
Which
think
is
they're
true.
and that's cool. Like it's not too dark,
Yeah.
but I feel like make it more realistic, make it more relatable to
Yeah.
real life or something like that. Because then people could relate to more. You know, like make it tie in somehow, and people are like, oh fuck, that makes sense. You know, like
Yeah, it's because they have to realize their audience has shifted into adulthood. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
And that's pretty much everything from the 90s early
Yeah.
on.
because back then they just needed an episode every week. You know what I mean? Like, so now it's like
Some
a little.
bullshit
It's a little
filler.
different now. Now you have to resonate to the older people that grew
grew up
watching
with
that show.
shit. If you're trying to bring it
Yeah.
back, yeah. The only thing I didn't like is that some bitch ass fool playing the Green Ranger.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I didn't even know he was gonna be part of it until I saw the trailer again, and like I noticed that I paused it and there was a Green Ranger running.
Yeah, and I was like, if it ain't Tommy, I don't want that shit.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be some
it's
sort
not.
of
It's some
voiceover.
dude. He got his ass beat. Like
Wait, so
reading
you?
the comics, like he got
you-
his ass beat.
Oh, so you're? So
he
this has to
sacrificed
do-
himself. Yeah.
So this has. So this new thing is already like been like on a comic book.
Yeah,
Okay. I don't know. I didn't know that. That's crazy.
that's bad. You don't.
I
What's the number one podcast like? Do
I-
your research before you
I know,
go.
I-
Yeah, we
I-
don't do any research.
we
on
don't do
podcasts.
research. This is on the spot podcast, bro. On the fly podcast, bro. That's our new name. On the fly.
on the
On the
fly.
fly.
But yeah, I
That's
mean,
actually a pretty good name, huh?
On the fly.
On the fly.
It's just like a little quick podcast. Like, hey, what's up? All right, I'm out.
right?
Yeah. That would probably work, you know, if you wanted
Yeah.
to do the minimal work
Little
and get
bites.
it out
Yeah.
there. Yeah, like on the fly, you know. Podcast 101.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we're gonna become a podcast. We're gonna teach people how to create a podcast, and we still haven't even
We
quite
still
figured it
gotta
out.
Hey man, because that's the thing, like it takes a minute. Like
You know, but there's a lot of that on like social media. It's like
it takes
it's like,
a minute.
No, but like
it's not how it used to be before. The times like before, you could just make a bullshit podcast and they would
it
come and
works.
listen to you.
Yeah.
But now it's like because it's so competitive, you really got to stand out in a
This
sense.
is why our
you know?
numbers have dropped.
But
Dude, I remember
Well,
bad. Like bad.
one thing they say is consistency, then content quality, and then it's probably like Like
Yeah, we don't have none
UK.
of those.
There's
It's
no
like,
consistency.
well, the thing is, like, what if I would ask you, like, what audience are you guys aiming at? You know.
See, we never really thought about that. We
So
kinda
if you
just-
guys are an open mic
Yeah.
podcast, it's kind of hard because
Yeah,
you
it's
have to
hard.
find a way to like
To branch
fucking-
out.
Yeah, branch out and trying to get trying to get this person that like maybe a diet topic one day. Oh, this person wants to know about ghosts one day. Oh, this person wants to talk about like drinking one day or something. Like you guys are really picking. So the person who likes drinking will be like, oh, I thought the next episode was gonna be like all the best beers they had, you know.
No, but you have a
but
point.
it's not. So they'll dip. And
But you have a point. But I feel like most open podcasts mostly work with like comedians, and we're not comedians.
Well,
you know
they work when you have an established following and audience.
Yeah, exactly.
Because once you already have an established audience and following, you can talk about what the fuck you want. This was gonna listen because like they don't like you
be in the room.
for the topic. They want to listen to like, oh, I fucking like turkey because this fool's a fucking main man, you know. Or I want to talk about Lalo because this fool's a fucking sax man, you know.
Yeah.
No matter what he says,
he meant sax. He meant
sax, not sex.
Sax.
No, I trust me. I know it's sax and not sex. From what I've heard,
for sure, it's sax.
For
There's
sure,
no
it's
sex
sax
involved.
Don't go to sex, you know. Like, those 2-minute man memes, like, hey, there's reality to them, but don't go to this fool. Nah, it's like, but it's like it's stuff like that. Like you want to get.
Hey,
your
so what are the
niche,
chances that we could turn this podcast into a 2 Mexicans one and just get your people? Let's get his audience from 2 Mexicans one. Mike, let's fuck it. This is it.
It just you just gotta. From what I've been hearing, you just gotta be like more. What was it? White word is raunchy or like more adult theme about it because you guys play it pretty safe, you know.
Yeah,
like,
we really.
you guys don't really curse. You guys don't,
we do curse.
We do this podcast with our tail between our legs.
Yeah, like you guys don't really hit any big ass topics, you know, like any mainstream stuff like that. But it's like you really got to go with some stuff, you know.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we should talk about that one day. I don't know.
We can.
Maybe we could center around.
Maybe that's what we need. We need like an icebreaker to how we could get a little more raunchier, like you said. You know, like maybe how we could get a little more.
Because we don't do anything. Like there's no research. There's no topics. There's no.
So, well, there is topics.
So I
think
to give you guys like numbers, it's like one of the best episodes that we had was obviously the sex ones.
Yeah.
No matter when we talked about sex or had my homegirl or had my homegirl Stacy or fucking whatever thick piece that she's named us now, like those shits did 200 plus like easily.
Yeah.
Within the whole week, we're like up there. Like it's like fuck. We're
well,
doing
one of them
good.
was like an OnlyFans, right? Or two of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean that was homegirl, you know. But like it's like you got to understand like what audience are you hitting at, you know?
Yeah, we have
are you
no
guys gonna be like a relationship podcast, a sex podcast, and bullshit like that? But like with her, she brought some more following to this. Like she was able to like, hey, like you know, I'm gonna be here. They came and they fucking liked it for a couple 2 episodes. We had 2 high days and then they did because it was like, oh, this wasn't talking about sex and being dirty. Yeah. That was only for that one day. I really, hey, were you able to hear me when I was like a little far away from that?
Yeah,
shit?
you're fine. We can hear you.
All right, just making sure, you know.
Yeah.
We.
Yeah, but that's what I was kind of telling him the other day too. I'm like, if we're
gotta find your group.
Yeah, if we're gonna talk about something too, like we kind of have to. I'm not saying back it up. It's just
like we still also gotta stay more on the topic too.
You gotta sit in your lane, you know. Like, it's kind of hard, but you guys might want to. It's gonna take time, maybe like 2-3 hours every day to research some shit and bring stuff up.
Yeah, I don't know.
If it's just 2 guys. Depending on what you guys do, I mean, this motherfucker was sleeping for like 8 hours all day.
Trust me, this is the process. Once this podcast is over, we do everything super quick, so we don't have to worry about it. And then that's it. We just forget about it.
I mean,
that's not entirely true.
That's not too bad in a sense, but from the process, like there's got to be some kind of cleaning.
Yeah, there is no pre-production to
but
this.
Like if it goes straight from this to the fucking.
But that's when we're the most real, I guess.
I mean, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but they tell you like, you know, bring the best product to people because you're trying to sell a product, right? You're trying to make money off this shit.
I mean, hopefully,
maybe, yeah. We said it too.
Maybe
we kind of started with where you guys
maybe
were,
at least pay some gas money.
So after a while, like
gas
my thing, what I was, you know, in my plans is like maybe after a year, I'm gonna start probably trying some kind of Patreon or something like, hey man, because this shit takes time off my day.
Oh yeah, it does.
You know, and you guys should have at least 2 years by the time I reach a year. Yeah. So like start.
So we're about to hit a year.
You know?
That'd be funny if like fucking Frank just.
I know, like he's on.
But again, he's a whole different podcast, though.
I mean, totally true.
And he's focused. He has something like to aim for. You know what I mean?
I'm trying. Like,
we're just shooting my main in the dark.
Goal is try to do my paranormal one, and then open up the open mic one because like I miss that shit. You know, like I like because there's times when I'm talking about my ghost shit, and I was like, fuck, my stupid shit comes out.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wish it was this shit, but I can't put it in here because I know it would probably throw these fools off. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
Is there a podcast that you couldn't relate to?
Right now, not really. The one that I would probably emulate or probably remember to is probably like is giving them shout outs is the ones that like es things relatos de la noche. Hablemos de lo que no hablemos de lo que no existe. I think that's what it's
Also,
called.
you didn't
And then
Spanish podcast.
Paranormal podcast like
Parallel
it's
discussion.
no. Well, I listen to you guys.
Lies.
But it's like I'm talking about the paranormal ones, you know.
Yeah.
Like, no, because like I can't say like I emulate you guys because you guys are PG. You guys are too clean.
Yeah, we're
you know?
hella PD. You know?
I'm not.
Disney,
like
Disney, you know.
like like if I bring up two mix with I remember telling Danny like this is a mental health one. This is one. It's like like I said, I tried bringing structure to that shit, and they didn't want it.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want it. But like, you know, it is what it is. That's his podcast. I still push him to bring it back up. I really hope he. I mean, he you know, obsoleted that.
Just so we
yeah.
put, there's no differences between you guys. It's just happening because.
Oh no, I love
Yeah,
that. I
okay,
cool.
cool.
Every day.
That's
Yeah,
what I put
like
out there.
I just wanted him to be like, hey man, let's stick to a plan and let's see this shit grow. You know,
Just execute it.
yeah, execute the plan.
Yeah, so two Mexicans still might come up later, right?
I mean,
Maybe.
it's a possibility.
I'm hoping.
It's not. It's not.
I told him like keep your shit and bring this shit back up. Maybe like when you're ready
Yeah.
in a year or something, bring this shit back up and like I'm gonna help you.
Hell yeah, we'll be waiting.
Yeah, because
We'll do the
honestly,
structure.
it is hard. It is hard keeping a momentum, especially in podcasting, because you know.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not that you're tired of the person in front of you or whatever.
No.
It's not
the
that.
topics.
It's just the topics.
The topics.
Yeah.
But
It's really
but
hard.
This
It's a
is
lot.
Why,
It strains your mind
Yeah,
a
it
lot.
does.
You're like, oh shit! Like
this is why I used to this is why I was trying to bring this full structure. And I remember something like, hey, you know, if one of us or if all of us would spend an hour a day, just one day out of the week to pick up a topic and do a little bit of research, we have shit to bring in, you know. These folks didn't want to do that shit. That's why one of the first episodes I brought up was about mental health or men's health, about ED and stuff like that, and it was super awkward because I was the only one that did that shit. And this was didn't want to do shit about it. I was like, dude, I told you guys what I'm gonna talk about. Add to it, like or branch off of that shit. No, you know.
yeah, damn.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, get multiple heads in there, you know.
Yeah.
Not sexually, but you know, you know,
Multiple
but
heads.
just different ideas, different people, personalities, you know. I mean, but
I mean,
like you
like,
said, like you said, it was an open
Yeah,
mic
it was an open
podcast.
mic.
You know
I mean,
what
honestly,
I
let's
was trying
just
to help
say-
them, you know, get some shit going, you know.
let's just say 2Max was not coming back. It was a good thing. It was a good thing for
It was
everybody.
cool. Yeah, it was
And,
fun.
and you
I
can even
enjoyed
tell
it.
by Carlos, your homie who was on it. Like, I know there's moments where he didn't say much, but when he was on the mic, he was.
I felt like
good.
he started opening up more, like
Yeah, he
towards
was
the end.
really
I
good
know.
on the
Yeah.
mic. He was
That's
really
the
good
one
on
of the
mic.
thing is like, man, like, is at the end he opens up. It's like, fuck. Then why did this shit gotta end? You know,
Yeah,
like let's keep this shit going. Like it could have been the next chapter, the next whatever the fuck. You
We're
know?
getting we're almost there. We're almost at 50 episodes. That's when we're gonna.
I mean, eventually, yeah. If anything, our anniversary is gonna be mid next month.
So May 13th was our first episode.
We were supposed to have 50 something episodes, and
Yeah.
we're like 15 behind. Fuck, we're behind on schedule, dude.
Nah, it happens though.
It
I
takes
mean,
time.
it's-
Like
it's-
usually, what they tell you, it's like best practices are try to be consistent. The
Yeah.
best if you're trying to make something out of this. But it's pretty much be realistic. What fits your schedule? That's why for me, like, I would like to be weekly.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, man, that's a lot of.
No,
work
you were
to
telling me
put.
you're
Yeah.
doing like 10-hour fucking shifts and shit. Like, who
Yeah.
the fuck?
I
Yeah,
don't
it's
have
like
time.
no, but even if you get home and you're like, I don't fucking feel like doing a podcast right now. Like, you know,
No.
like,
You know.
after a 10-hour shift, like I
You-
barely see the sun. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly. So, like, I think you know, at least for me, it'll be a more bi-weekly would be better. You get enough fills of stories.
yeah.
Leave them wanting, but like it just depends on what you guys like. What you guys like your schedule is like, you know.
Well,
If you guys are busy, if you work you study too much or whatever, fuck, like, hey man, whatever works best for you guys, you know.
and plus you guys are pretty consistent because I mean, you guys.
We were
I
pretty.
mean, you guys
consistent.
were consistent because I mean, you guys kind of lived all like separately. You know, you guys had to meet up and like that's pretty.
I
that
know,
was pretty
that's
good.
hard.
That was pretty good.
Luckily, I live with Turkey. We can just be
Yeah.
like, hey, dude, let's just.
I think
Yeah.
that's kind of what makes us slack off though. Is like we know we're here and then
I could just go next door.
Yeah.
And fucking record.
But I think if Turkey had to go to me, he'd probably be like, I don't know, man.
yeah, I don't think I'll go to his house.
You're like, there's parking? I was like, nah. I won't go.
No.
I mean, before I lived here, I would only see him like maybe every other month.
Really?
Yeah, the parking is horrible by his house. Horrible. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I don't have enemies.
That's you,
by the
Frank.
Yeah.
You found parking.
I found parking or something, man. That's
Yeah.
but I mean, I would only assume. I mean, like I said, it still goes back to you guys. Like, so going back to you guys and your podcast, like, what is your guys' main goal with this?
We like again.
Honestly,
we
I
haven't even
think-
talked about it.
We have talked about it here and there.
Rolls here and there.
We,
you know?
but it changes real fast sometimes. Like with the
I'm pretty sure it's to monetize this stuff.
If anything,
Yeah.
I think the only goal we ever set were like,
let's get an email. Let's get
no,
an
what was that goal? We wanted to make a certain number.
How come you guys don't have an IG page? Make the IG.
We do
page.
have
Yeah,
one.
we do have.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Dude, you like
Dude,
the
you
post.
like-
you
Oh,
like
yeah?
the post.
Yes.
I have not seen it.
Dude, I've seen you like our posts before.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I like when you guys post. That's it. That's the page.
I never post anything.
Okay,
Oh,
so
then that's
usually
the page.
No, he
no, because
posts.
usually I post on the actual page and I post on my personal. Yeah, and that's how I shove it down people's throats. That's like, listen to this shit. That's how I put it.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, it's not like, you know, I mean, I usually only post our clips, but I don't post like shit that I see online. You know, like I don't repost like you guys would. Yeah, so that's the only thing. So
So we don't have any DMs, so there's nothing to read.
yeah, I mean, honestly, we have gotten DMs. We our friend Cindy from
Oh, yeah,
Our
shout
DMs
out
are
to
popping.
Fresno.
Now.
Shout
They're
out
just
to
out here
Sydney.
talking shit about Lexus.
Huh?
But I said our DMs were popping. All they were here was talking shit about Lexus.
Oh,
yeah, you see,
damn.
there's no one to talk shit to about here. You know, to here. You know,
Yeah, damn.
but
Yeah, man. That's
although
crazy.
I did get called out for a movie that I by Cindy that I recommended that she didn't like.
Being a homo.
I forgot which one it
Which
was.
one?
It was Meet Cute with
that movie sucked ass.
yeah, so I got called out on
That
it by
movie's
her.
horrible.
She was like, I don't know why he recommended that movie or whatever. I was like,
Hey, so Cindy, if you're listening, I'm personally not gonna apologize, but yeah, like Lalo's taste in movies, I don't know. He should really.
I love rom-coms. All right, guys.
He should really go to fucking therapy for that.
He should go-
I don't know, man.
There's
like,
that new Adam Sandler with Jennifer Aniston.
again on you if you want to take this recommendation. You don't.
I haven't
to,
seen it. I haven't seen it. I'm here to see it.
But I would stay away from any recommendation Lalo gives you with movies.
I would stay away from Lalo Pierce. I would stay away from.
Yeah, the sax man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. But Turkey, it's been long weeks, and I know you're not a wrestling fan, but we're coming off WrestleMania weekend. How did you enjoy WrestleMania?
I think wrestling should just stick for watch at home for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not-
because I did take you to the NXT.
Yeah, the NXT was it was cool, but you get the most experience watching it from home because you get the best fucking camera shots and you get the announcers.
The announcers.
Once you're there, you're like it's almost like it's almost like watching people dance with no music. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like, oh shit, it started.
That's a good
You know
way
what
to
I mean?
put it.
It's kind of like you know those videos where like people are dancing, but all you hear is the
steps?
the yeah,
Or like basketball players.
yeah, like yeah. That's all you really hear, and you're like, oh man, this is yeah. But I can see why diehard fans want to be there in person. Like I get it.
I took Turkey to his first wrestling event, which is with NXT Stand and Deliver.
It's better live than it is.
He likes it.
I like it at home.
Really?
Yeah.
He likes the commentator.
I
I like,
like
I like the
likes
whole
anger.
I like the whole experience, like the whole like entertainment experience. Like I don't like being there.
The
live.
good thing about life is just the
atmosphere.
ambiance, like people going crazy, people cheering,
Yeah.
people. You're kind of like, obviously it's your first one, so you're like you've only been.
It's
into
probably my
wrestling.
last. It's probably my last too.
Yeah, I fuck man, like I recommend more live, Only because like it feels more realistic. You get me? Like because you don't hear the bullshit commentary.
But you know what? Another thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Another thing I kept fucking noticing about myself too. I kept
They
looking.
didn't even look at the shirt right here. It's fucking gay.
Oh, that's my blue one. Yeah, sorry, dude.
The
I actually wanted a pink one.
I
I couldn't find
The
it.
one thing, the one thing I
I
kept fucking doing that I noticed is like I kept looking at the jumbotron. Like I couldn't focus on the actual like center.
It's because you're so used to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just felt normal.
I mean, for WrestleMania,
thank God I didn't pay for that. You know, thank God because I would have been pissed. You know what I mean?
How?
I don't know.
Nah,
If I had to pay
that's
for
just
it,
cool though. That like live for me, it's always dope because like I feel like it gives more of a realistic vibe to it. Because then you don't hear that bullshit commentary they give.
yeah.
Like,
Plus, I
promos, you know?
barely fucking fit in those seats too. So like,
Oh.
God,
Honestly,
damn.
they were pretty
So
comfortable.
that's another thing why I'd be like, don't go Turkey because if I
Yeah.
barely fit in those motherfuckers,
Dude,
I know Turkey's
I
a struggle,
barely
like-
fit in those fucking seats.
Yeah, don't go. That's gonna be very uncomfortable.
I'd rather stay at home.
Very uncomfortable.
There's no.
There's no between.
Plus, Lalo got
Unless you want to get one of
fucking
those.
crashed into while we were parking too.
Oh yeah,
really?
dude, I got hit.
Yeah.
I got hit because I usually I don't when I go to crypto or Staples Center, what do you call it?
Don't give away your street because
I don't park in the actual parking lots. I like to park like outside because I know the area.
don't say where. Yeah,
Because I know the area. So there's space where this guy was parking where 2 cars fit. It looks like he already was parked, so I parked right behind him. And I guess he was trying to back up and adjust himself. And Turkey was already like kind of telling me, yeah, I don't have a good feeling. But before that, before going to the parking spot, I already had car trouble. Like my steering wheel was locking up for some reason. I thought it was something going on.
Don't make excuses. Tell us when you get hit.
No. So yeah, so when that shit happened, like my steering wheel had locked up again. So I was more worried about my steering wheel being locked. The guy was backing up, and I'm like, at that point, like, well, I just started honking at the guy.
dude, I told you to start honking. You weren't even honking.
Yeah, I wasn't even honking. I was like,
dude, I was like, dude, honk at that fucker. Like he's backing up into you.
I just froze. Dude. Like, I was like, this was gonna hit me already. Like, what's gonna happen? But whatever.
Hopefully you
see-
changed in insurance and told them like, hey, his head caused my steering wheel to lock,
Yeah.
and I don't need that shit fixed.
Nah, that's cool. I mean, honestly, I was telling
No, it's not cool because that sounds like a $2,000-$3,000 job to fix.
Nah,
right
it was
there.
just like the bottom of the bumper. It's not bad. But it's funny because like at the time, like I was telling the guy, "Oh, give me your insurance or give me something," you know. And he starts giving me his number, and somehow he just starts giving me. He starts telling me the area code, and somehow he starts telling me an address. I'm like, "What? What are you telling me? An address or a
so
number?"
always tell him, let me get a picture of your ID.
Mhm.
Let me get a picture of that the fucking coverage card they got.
Yeah.
And then go from there. That way they try to bullshit you. Like, you take a picture, like, this is the motherfucker that hit me. Then take a picture of the car. That's the
Yeah.
car that hit me, you know?
Well, I mean,
Because they're going to lie to you.
the thing what happened is that
thing is that you let
everything
him go.
happened so fast where the guy was
Was it
actually
It kind of took a while. It
Yeah,
built
it
up
was.
for
yeah
sure.
the guy
It
that-
sounds like, hey, everybody, if you want to hit Lalo, hit that fool's car. What kind of car you got?
I have a Maserati.
Fuck. Everybody need to treat it like a level of Street Fighter. You know when they beat up the car.
No, yeah. So the thing that hit me the most is that they were
Besides the car?
they were they were going to the same event, the Stand and Deliver, and he took his kid. The little kid had like a little belt.
Oh,
I'm
the
like,
trap kid, the kid.
I was like,
Give me that belt, bitch.
it wasn't original. It was
Dude,
a phone one.
the dad used the kid. He's like, look sad, mijo. Look sad.
Really?
Yeah.
No, he was like,
Fucking
I was like,
Lalo
oh,
bought
dude,
it,
like,
dude.
Smack
Lalo
the
bought
kid.
it.
Hey, you fucking just smacked them in my car, dog. Like, what
I
the
was like,
fuck?
it's okay, man. Just go enjoy your day. Or we'll give me your number. We'll talk about it afterwards. And so we did. We settled it. It's fine.
All right.
But
I don't know. I don't know what happened after that. I ate menudo after that. I
Yeah,
forgot.
we
I
had
forgot about
menudo.
the whole thing because after that we just ate.
we had the menudo before. Oof. Yeah, dude. But WrestleMania weekend. How do you feel afterwards?
Oh, well,
Okay,
I'll go with the day of.
let's go day one. How do you feel with day one?
I didn't go with day one only because everybody knows day one is not main event. It's not WrestleMania, true WrestleMania.
I mean, the Sami Zayn and KO was pretty good.
oh, I'm not saying it wasn't good. I'm just saying it wasn't WrestleMania.
No, of course, yeah.
So I didn't watch that shit. I think during that day I was recording. Maybe I don't know. And then on the day of when I went there, that shit was pretty cool. The vibe was cool.
This is
like,
your first WrestleMania?
yeah, first WrestleMania ever.
Same. It's like
know?
it was like literally
Like
like
I only
cherry
need one.
pop.
I think I need to hit the Royal Rumble, and that's it. I hit
I-
all my big fours. And
Oh
that's it.
really?
Yeah.
So which ones have you hit up before?
I've WrestleMania. I've been to Hell in a
SummerSlam.
Cell, SummerSlam. I've been to Survivor Series, Hell in a Cell, NXT War Games.
Oh, you went to War Games?
Yeah, I went to War Games.
The one that happened recently?
Not
Because there was
recently,
no
but
War
they-
Games before.
Yeah, dog.
Because
they
it was
happened-
Survivor Series.
They happened a couple years ago when it was still Staples Center.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So yeah, I've been going to these motherfuckers.
What do you mean?
for a
It's still
couple-
Staples Center, bro. It'll always be Staples
It's all of
Center.
it. It's always gonna be Staples Center, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been to a good chunk of those. You know, like I've been there. I was there.
This is my first pay-per-view.
Really?
Yeah,
Ever?
I've never.
Nah,
I,
it's
every
not my
time,
first
every
one.
time I wanted to go to pay-per-view, like
Yeah. So a quick trick to SoFi is like if you get there, your best bet if you don't want to be up in the seats is try to get one of those stand-ups in the 400s where you just stand up and lean on those counters and you look down. That's like your best thing.
oh really?
Yeah, that's what
Is that what you got?
No, I was up in the 500s. I was trying to steal a couple of spots for us in the 400s,
Mm-hmm.
but they were all packed and taken.
I mean, this is
Yeah.
my second time at the SoFi. The first time
I
for
only
bad-
paid like $160.
yeah.
Oh, for one ticket? That's not bad.
That's not bad. And then it was on the
It
400.
was like 5 or 6 of us
But was it
Yeah.
the 400 or
in
500?
the 500s.
500. Oh, okay. I sat in the 500s area for Bad Bunny, and it wasn't great, to be honest.
Oh, bitch, a Bad Bunny, huh?
It was bad, boy.
I
it was
wouldn't
bad.
have.
It was really bad.
I wouldn't have paid to go see Bad Bunny though.
I mean,
I love that fool, but I wouldn't have paid them.
what do you think about him going to the table, though?
Oh, that's cool. But what's those clips of fucking what's that fool's name?
Damian Priest?
Damian Priest putting his hand up his butt.
What?
Oh, really?
He's
What
picking
the
him up.
fuck?
Hey,
You see
hey,
that shit?
you gotta take advantage while you have it, bro. It's
I
like,
was like,
Ugh.
oh, I'm gonna take his ball real quick.
did you guys see
Hey,
that?
you know Benito love that shit.
Yeah. Did you see that video of what's it called? Megan Thee Stallion. She's doing her first pitch,
Oh,
and then you know how she's like a big ass, right? And then the
I would have grabbed her ass too.
the pitcher that got the pitch.
Tapped their ass?
Yeah, he like
No,
tapped
he
her like
grabbed that
you
shit.
gotta grab it while you can.
Like, he grabbed that shit. Like,
Wait, what game is this?
It was
the
at
first pitch,
Houston.
like
It was
a
a
week or two
Houston.
ago.
I forgot who.
really?
Yeah, but it was Houston's like first pitch, and then Megan Thee Stallion was like the one throwing the
yeah,
first
fool,
pitch.
she was caked up and everything.
Wait, is she a,
Oh,
hor- is
she
she, is
looked
she a
good,
horse
bro.
or what? Why do they call her stallion?
She's a big bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
but
not-
like she's like 6 feet, fucking caked up. Like yeah,
Caked up, huh?
Sorry,
With with extra frosting
I
in
think
it.
she's like she's tall.
it's funny because I guess she was practicing outside, she was practicing in the tunnels, like her first pitch. And when she got to the field, like she didn't know where to throw the first pitch to. So she's like, "Where do I throw the pitch to?"
She's down the center.
Yeah, like that. But she didn't like she never watched a baseball game ever.
Like
Like
you were watching the Astros game?
no, I didn't watch it. It was on Instagram.
Oh, Instagram.
Yeah, hey,
Yeah.
but she was caked up.
Yeah, dude. She had
Caked
like
up?
she had like some like
I
white
would have grabbed her ass.
jeans.
too.
Tres
I
leches?
would've grabbed her ass, too.
Yeah, I mean-
Tres,
I mean,
tres leches?
sí, güey, tres leches. Tres leches y agarra la teta ahí. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that was
I'm surprised we haven't gone to you been to a baseball game or no?
I think once, yeah, in my life.
We
wait,
gotta go
baseball
again.
game? You didn't
Yeah,
been
I
once?
think once.
You
No,
gotta
you've
go
been
again.
more. You've been more because you told me you went to the World Series one. I mean the
Oh, that was
Dominican
the,
one,
the
whatever.
2017.
and then you've been to baseball
World
games,
Series.
right?
I
You've
think
been
I've
to a Dodger game?
One Dodger game from work. They gave me a free ticket. They gave me a free
Like-
ticket.
One from work.
Yeah, they gave me a free ticket and I went, and it was just like you would imagine baseball to be like. And
That's why you don't go there early. You go there like
you just get there
Yeah,
whenever
Yeah,
you
dude. As
want.
long as you make it there before the third inning, you're fine.
The baseball
But
game,
then-
you should get there really late and leave really early.
to avoid traffic. Yes,
Yeah.
and to enjoy the most excitement. Yes.
Yeah,
'Cause
just
that
go-
shit gonna be boring as
just-
fuck.
for
For
what-
gotta be
I
drunk.
would,
sport?
I,
What's-
Baseball.
Oh.
Baseball.
I would just say, just go buy a couple of snacks, just relax for a bit. Once
Well-
you're done, get a beer. Then you're done. Then you leave.
See there should be no excuses for a lot of baseball fields. Like you could take your own food in there. Like you could take your own subway.
Yeah, but
whatever.
yeah, you could. But
You
I
gotta
mean,
sneak it in there.
yeah, you
No, you don't have to. You can actually go in with your actual food.
really.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
can go in
know
there as long as it's like wrapped up or whatever. Like you're good. You take your food in there. Like you don't have to buy food inside.
that. Oh, really?
But people want to just not be ready and buy all the fucking Dodger dogs.
Dodger dogs all the way.
You know what? I never really found that good. They're like just dogs.
Never tried one.
They're just fucking hot dogs.
They're overly long wieners.
Yeah, there are. I think they have like the small and the large one, right?
I don't know.
No, I had like he's like I don't know. All of a sudden he don't know about wieners.
They all look the same to me.
Big or small.
Big or small.
Fucking Frank, you're amazing, dude.
I try to be.
Nah, you're right. You're right. How do you guys feel about Easter Sunday?
Overrated. Fuck family.
Fuck family. Did you ever Easter hunt when you were a baby?
Yeah, when I was a younger kid, I did, but it was like, it's bullshit.
It's like this 6 foot
That shit reminded
4-year-old kid.
That shit reminded me of a meme that fucking Frank sent me. He's like, the meme is like you see Christ like on the cross, and he's like, protect the eggs.
Oh yeah, that shit was funny. Any last what is it?
That's words.
Any last words? Protect the eggs.
By the way, I'm not shitting on anybody's religion. I thought it was a funny ass meme. You know, there goes my tail between the legs again.
I'm shitting on all you guys' memes.
Hey, if you guys take everything to offense, it's Frank's fault today.
Yeah.
Rude.
You are rude. I know that.
I try to be.
Well, yeah, man. With that, I don't know. I guess we'll close off this podcast.
Yeah, you want to give us the title?
Oh yeah, give us like
that show's an hour already.
yeah. Give us your
the socials again is you can follow me. I think as Frank Sosa. I think it is. It's Baltasar's son at IG. I have a picture of either me or Peter Steele, one of those two fuckers. I forgot which one. But follow the podcast at a Dead Letter.
You mean a dead letter? No,
Yeah.
It's a dead letter.
A Dead Letter.
A dead letter.
Yeah. Whatever. How you
Dead
it's
letter.
A space Dead Letter.
I think it's underscores between.
Is there?
I think so.
I don't remember how.
You should
to
double
fucking-
check.
Let me double check. I just followed you.
Yeah.
I really forgot how I set that shit up, but it's like A Dead Letter. You're gonna see a picture of an envelope with a wax seal. Just
Yeah, it's A_dead_letter
There you
_podcast. God damn.
There you go. A. He just said it. A_dead.
And you still don't.
letter.
And you still don't have a solid date, right? You just
It's gonna come up there.
anytime within the next two weeks to a month.
Yeah, anything within the next week or two, I should be popping up with some
Okay.
bullshit.
So
But if you want, in the meantime, send your stories through DMs. They're there, and then I'll tell them.
in the meantime, also you can listen to Two Mexicans, One Mic.
That shit is. That shit has been pulled. That shit is not there anymore.
Wait, really? Oh,
Yeah,
really?
it's not there anymore. It's
on
not,
on on Spotify?
yeah, it's dead.
What?
It's not on Spotify or anything? Oh, that shit went deep, huh?
Yeah, if you guys did not get a chance to save or download
Damn.
it,
Hey, you gotta
you're
come back
gonna-
with it. I don't know. Yeah, come back with it soon.
I will tell Danny. to
Please.
Come back
Danny,
up and
come back
clean
with
it
it.
up.
Danny, come back with it.
But he's going through his demons real quick.
Oh, let him go through those demons.
Damn.
But on that,
No, wait.
again, real quick.
Spotify. Well.
Yeah, you're gonna get there, but it's gonna say
No, Spotify's still there.
okay. Click.
I mean,
on
not
it.
Spotify. I'm sorry.
Okay, click.
Instagram.
Click on it and try to see if you could download an episode. It's not like you.
I mean, I don't want to download it.
That's the whole point. Like the thing is like that. This is dead.
Okay.
It's like I said, it's
Well,
dead.
it's still on Spotify. I see it. I don't know if you can download it, but
You won't be able to.
it's there.
Wait,
That's
do you
it.
have to download to play it?
Yes.
Really? What?
Yeah.
I can just play it, no?
Just
All
play
right.
it.
Well, check it out. We'll see it right now.
We'll
when
see
this
it
shit
right
goes on.
Fuck it. Well, we're quality testing this for you guys, the audience, right now.
But I don't promote that podcast anymore because it's dead. I don't want to get a
Oh.
dead link.
on.
So it's dead to him.
Yeah.
That's
No,
it.
it's dead in general. Like, if you guys go there, it's gonna say the podcast is unavailable.
Oh, you're right.
There you
Oh,
go.
fuck,
It doesn't even
man.
play.
Danny, you gotta
Doesn't
come
even
back
play.
with it, dude.
So there you go.
Come back with it ASAP.
Technology shit, and that's kind of the only shit that's keeping them alive.
Oh, it's only shit keeping you alive. That was your voice too.
Yeah, that was.
Fuck.
That is me.
That is you.
Talking about
What-
paranormal activities, huh?
Whatever you guys save, that's it.
Hey, but that's crazy though. Like I can't move the needle like to
Hey,
like.
Danny, come back.
Oh no, I
Come
can't.
back with a two.
And whatever they get to business, it's funny because like she's right there giving him head.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
you got to cancel you.
If you save the episode, you're one of the lucky few to hear the voice of the immortal himself.
You're here though.
you
You're
go.
still here, so you're not dead. You're forever. Your legacy will carry on. And on behalf of the Parallel Discussion, we really hope that your podcast picks up, thrives.
And maybe you're gonna help us
Thank
in the
you.
future one day.
Yeah.
That's how fucking.
I mean,
that's how
I
slow we're
don't,
going.
I don't have scary stories to tell, but I do have scary dating stories I could tell you. So maybe that might
Scary digging?
dating.
Oh, they,
So maybe I don't know. Maybe that could help. I don't know if that's any scarier to your podcast.
it could.
Like yeah.
Make a whole topic of it. You know?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, thank you for joining us at a Parallel Discussion, dude. Really happy
Thank
to
you,
see
man.
your
Thank you
face.
for being on.
It
here.
was cool. It was fun.
Hey,
It went by really quick.
yeah, I just hope that actually no, Galaxy is going to shit, so you're good. Don't worry about it.
LAFC is gonna fuck you guys up for a cool minute. Yeah.
We are LAFC.
It's like,
I am
like-
LAFC.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
then you guys should be fine. LA guys ain't gonna do shit. But on a higher note, it's like Chivas, vale verga.
Hey, we
Nah,
want
Adios, Águilas.
Hey, we don't talk about that day, okay?
Aguilas, exactly.
I
Nobody
glad-
wants to be champions in here.
I'm
That's why they
glad.
don't talk about that shit.
I'm glad I had a show that day and I missed the whole game. I'm glad.
I
So,
bet.
I'm glad.
Motherfuckers got wrecked. Like, you guys only scored one goal that whole game.
Two.
No,
It was
the
2-4.
auto goal doesn't count
That's two.
because that was our
Oh,
own
okay,
defense.
so
You guys don't do
technically,
shit. It was one.
you guys scored 5 goals.
Yeah, 5
So technically, you guys scored 5 goals. All right. Well, again,
lame man.
Turkey. Any last words?
Cindy, stop fucking listening to Lalo. Don't watch the movies he recommends. Just fuck that. Tell him to go fuck himself. Actually,
We are. Thank you for joining us at our Parallel Discussion. This Parallel Discussion podcast. Thank you for joining us. Email us at paralleldiscussion.ask at gmail.com or follow us at our socials. God damn, I gotta stop smoking. And follow us at paralleldiscussion.pod on Instagram. Thank you for joining us. Happy holiday, Easter holiday. Is Easter
And remember-
holiday?
Holidays should be in the
Happy Resurrection Day.
and remember,
Happy Zombie Day. Whatever you want to call it.
and remember, protect the mags. You know, protect the mags.
Yeah, protect them.
All right, bye.
Peace.